Death Watch.
Okay, welcome back. Last time we had ended the session, Graham had been caught by two bugbears in a room with the hourglass and the crystal, but he managed to cast a disguised self from a scroll and turned himself into one of the savage elves, and the bugbears, seeing that, were fooled and showed the proper obeisance, and one of them had said, "My lord, someone has molested the hourglass," and pointed at the hourglass, which Graham, in fact, had messed with. Now, Fenrith, Casamir, and Rohan were in combat near the entrance. You know, you had encountered a bugbear cleric who'd cast a wind wall, and then some other assorted bugbears that did not fare well against Fenrith's blade barrier. So that's where we'll pick it back up with, I'm pretty sure that's wrong, Casimir's turn. Let me fix that because I think, yeah, it's actually Casimir's turn. So we'll pick it back up with Casamir. And so you can see there's a wind wall, which, I mean, you can't see the wind, but you can feel it blowing down that tunnel. Down to the right, you're not seeing any enemies. You know that Fenrith's blade barrier was down there. But from where you are, you can see that bugbear. So it'll be your turn.
All right. Looks like I will... I don't think I can charge. I think that thing's the little outcroppings. Probably going to stop that, so I'll move up.
Okay.
To the bugbear.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just do it that way. And then I'll attack him.
All right. One moment here. So you're using your trident?
Mm-hmm. In two hands. I'm trying to think if I want to minus anything. I think I will. Minus 5 to my attack and add it to my defense.
Okay, so you go running along through there and you break through that wind wall. And so now you're right up in front of this bugbear, and the sound of that wind was really loud, but you broke through the wall and now it's just sort of like a low hum. And go ahead and make your attack. Right, so you stab at this guy, and this cleric is in full plate armor, so it just glances off.
All right.
And
but I did so defensively. Anyway, that's my turn.
You did so defensively?
I minus 5 to add to my defense.
All right.
So using combat expertise.
Combat expertise, okay. So, and is that a specific type of bonus?
Dodge,
okay.
Are you making a thing to add to?
Yeah.
All right, let me take that off the reason, because I don't know how it works on your stuff, but it's variable because it's minusing. It's like power attack for defense.
Yeah, it's easy enough to just change that in here once it's on there, but it's till your next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this case, it's 5.
Okay. All right, so you got that there. Fenrith, that brings it to your turn.
All right, so I'm going to cast Flame Strike, and I'll use my energy substitution to substitute the fire damage in it for acid. And it's going to be right there over the cleric and the mailed bugbear 4.
Okay.
So I hit cast, but it didn't take it like it normally does. Did I do something wrong?
Yeah, you don't have them targeted.
Uh-huh.
So, hang on, let me fix that.
Okay, do you want me to do it again?
Yeah, if you can target them and then cast it. Okay, now go ahead and roll damage.
Because that says that one is prone. Does he get a reflex save if he's prone? The mailed bugbear 4?
Yeah.
I believe the only time you're denied a reflex save is if you're like incapacitated, like, what's the word? Essentially helpless?
Yeah,
like
helpless.
You're bound completely.
All right, so
Grappled and pinned.
a column of flame appears
He's melting them.
from out of the... Did you change it to acid?
Yeah, I used the energy substitution for acid, so it's like divine acid.
All right.
Wouldn't that just be another way of saying holy water?
Yeah.
Because after I said it, I realized that... all right.
No, I'm picturing that being the actual what's used instead of
That's-
holy water. So you got some priest dipping his thumb in it.
Well, that's why the cleric and the other bugbear were successful in their save against it. It was,
They're
anytime there's a
faithful.
cleric around, everybody's got divine acid.
Right. So this column of acid pours down over these two, and you can see the, smoking against their armor. But that bugbear that was stuck in the entanglement, screamed, and face and throat melted, and that one's dead. So now it's just like a smoking, bubbling pile of flesh mixed in with the vines and thorns from Rohan's entangle.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Dang it.
So Rohan, that'll bring us to you.
Okay.
Forgot to set dodge.
Even with the note there, huh? Now, we had some people trying to push their way through the blade barrier, right? That we had heard.
Well,
Or at least heard the effects of them being chopped up.
yeah.
And then, did we hear? I thought I remember us hearing something coming from the direction we had come from.
What, down below?
Yeah.
No.
Or okay,
No, you had heard a voice that sounded like it came from everywhere
all right.
that, was saying to attack, but you didn't hear someone coming from that direction.
Yeah, I think the other's direction we heard was the side I'm on now
Okay,
that you cast Entangle down.
so I'll take a 5-foot step up that way and see if I can see anyone
Okay.
coming the other direction.
All right. So you step up here around the corner and you look down there, and that's as far as you can see there.
Okay,
So you're not seeing any light down there.
and are both those mailed bugbears dead, or are they still healthy?
Can you see them?
Yeah,
Weird. Well, no,
they're
they're
in shadowy illumination, but yeah.
they're not dead.
Okay.
They are bleeding really badly and limping, but they're not dead.
John, do you know if my arrows would be able to make it through that barrier?
I believe that you just get a penalty for attacking through it, is what it says.
Would
So,
that be a cover?
yeah,
if it's
Blade Barrier provides cover +4 bonus to AC and +2 bonus on reflex saves against attacks made through it.
Okay, and I ignore all
'Cause of
cover
your
except for
improved
total
precise,
cover.
yeah.
Yeah, because of the improved precise shot. So, yeah, I'll target mailed bugbear 2
Okay.
and see if I can drop him with a volley of arrows.
All right. So you've got
Nice.
a critical
It's
hit
a
there.
pretty even spread, man.
Yeah, 1, 8, 12, 20.
Yeah. So a hit and a critical hit.
Okay, critical hit coming first, then the regular hit.
Yeah. So you put him at -30.
Good to know that he won't
So
be
he was
bothered.
already chopped up really good from the blades, but then you just put a couple arrows right through his head. And
Did he just say to the other person, "I'm glad we made it through that alive"?
Well, no, he
he
was
said-
just talking about how he was going to change his life. Like, he's not going to be mean to his girlfriend anymore, and he's going to support the child that he has with another girl or another bugbear girl.
Riggs,
And,
I'm
yeah.
4 days away from retirement.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
all right.
And then you
so-
railed gun him.
That
Yeah.
a critical with that bow is.
Do you have improved critical?
Don't have improved. Oh, yeah,
You do?
yeah.
Okay. Because I think I'm high enough level for the spell, like Keening Strike or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that's what I got with my last
Feat.
Feat at
All
level
right.
12.
So don't stack with you. I might still pick up the spell and cast it on John because he seems to be our other crit guy.
Yeah,
Or Graham, I guess, could benefit from it too.
yeah. If Bloodtooth turned into Kukris, he'd be
Mm-hmm.
deadly like that.
Need
No.
to make him mercurial,
Not
so
that
they're
he's,
times 3.
not that he's not already deadly.
He's situational deadly.
Yeah.
He's also socially deadly. Comes tumbling in with his awkward social interaction.
Yeah, just re-listen to the episode where Bloodtooth turned my dagger into blades of grass, and then he snuck them back in. And he said very fortuitously, I hope he doesn't need to use this.
Anybody remember the max range increments for a thrown weapon? It's at 5? Okay.
Oh, it is? I thought all the max range were 10.
Not for
Is it because
throw.
it's like not aerodynamic or something? Or...
I believe so. And then you're throwing it rather than.
No, I guess that makes sense. But usually you figure that's factored into the range. Like, what is it? That's 50 feet for a 10 range increment?
Yeah.
Well, depending on
Well,
what you're
yeah.
throwing.
Yeah.
Because javelins have a longer range increment than daggers. But anyway, Rohan, that bugbear whose friend you just slaughtered, he turns and tries to throw a javelin through those blades at you, but he's wholly unsuccessful. It doesn't even make it through the blades. It just gets chopped up. But then you see him move out of sight.
Rohan's basically become one of those satellites that drop those tungsten rods from space, just up there floating around.
If I could reliably crit, then yeah.
Well, just the amount of attacks you get, you're pushing the odds one way or the other.
Yeah.
Just need to get that.
So you're saying that all nations' capitals have to fear him?
Yes.
Soon, yes.
But isn't that kind of what happens to any hero eventually?
It's true.
I know that there were several cities that would quake in the wake of Maddox being there.
Only ship cargo holds.
All right, so Casamir, this bugbear, takes a step over this way here,
Okay.
trying to get out of sight of Fenrith, and it looks at you and will cast a spell at you.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, that's so low.
yeah, so, I mean, he looks at you and says, flee.
Okay.
And so you feel that compulsion to flee. So,
Also, what's the spell? Is it just up to 5th level? I know without rolling.
it's command.
Okay. So yeah,
That's a first level.
I'll get ready to flee on my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll just move away as quickly as possible for 1 round. You may do nothing but move, and you provoke blah, blah, blah. So that's what he says to do. That's his turn. Not you yet, Graham. Hang on. All right, so Rohan,
Yes.
you are looking down that way, and you had seen that bugbear move up to the north out of sight, and you hear like a sound from that way over the sound of the whirling blades. It sounds sort of like a cracking tree, like in the forest if a tree cracks down the middle. It sounds sort of like that.
Okay.
And then a barbed devil appears right in front of you.
I like the idea of that. Like planar sound, or
This is the thing that killed me last time.
it was.
Or dropped me to -8 or something like that.
Oh. I don't think I've ever heard teleportation or portals described as like tree cracking, though. I like that.
Yeah.
The reality just kind of, nope.
Yeah. I've heard like ripping.
Yeah, I've heard like the air suddenly like a pop from,
Yeah.
whatever your space is suddenly vanishing type of thing, but not like that. I like that.
Yeah, so this one's tall and, much taller than you, and covered with sharp barbs all the way down to the tip of its tail. And, it's got its evil red eyes, but it appears right in front of you and attempts to claw you.
Yeah. Once these things hit and grapple me, I'm done for.
Well, I'm going to be moving pretty far back, so just give a shout and I'll make my way back to you.
Yeah.
All right, so it does manage to hit you with its claws. They dig into your flesh and do 12 damage. And then you also need to do a will save.
We'll see. Nice.
Okay, so you're successful there. So you get these claws, digging into your chest, and you feel, fear start to overwhelm you, but you tamp it down. So you're staring into this devil's face. And
Can I scream into his face in response to that fear?
yeah, yeah.
Just yelling that defiant behavior.
Fenrith is rubbing off on you.
Yep.
That must have been Graham doing that because his turn just ended.
Graham's the bearded devil.
No, Graham summoned the bearded devil.
Mm.
I like that he is the bearded devil better, and that they weren't.
So this
claws,
is
they
just
were
an illusion.
blood-toothed. Yeah,
Uh,
Graham's actually fighting who he thinks is another enemy.
Oh, that or Graham's, because of the influence of Bloodtooth, has reached new levels of edginess and has become a devil. I get to say all the like stupid devil may cry quote type stuff.
All right. So then, Rohan, beyond that, past the blades, you do hear a female voice doing some chanting start to rise up.
Okay.
Might as well spellcraft it, Justin. Get to know what's coming your way.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be tough for me.
What is it? I believe if you can hear it, it's 15 plus spell level, I believe.
Spellcraft check.
All right. So, did you make a spellcraft?
Yep.
And
Yeah. So identify spell being cast. You must be able to hear or see the component. No action.
what's the DC?
15 plus spell level.
So what you hear this person casting down there is dispel magic,
Okay.
and it's successful. You assume based on the sudden disappearance of the blade barrier. And then it's your turn, Graham. So you've got these bugbears, and one has just said, "Somebody's messing with that hourglass."
Are you sure? Do you know how these things work? If you do, why don't you just fix it? I'm surrounded by idiots. But let me tell you, if you're wrong, I'm going to drag your face through this whole dungeon.
All right. So are you trying to do bluff or intimidate?
Bluff.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh,
that's
nice.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't an intimidation because it was a promise. Somewhere, I like to think that Casamir feels slightly offended. So,
All right. So let me make their rolls.
I don't even have a possibility of beating that.
the 27.
Yeah.
What is it? Sense motive that discerns that?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wisdom's low.
All right. So yeah, obviously they both believe you right away, and they had already been like refusing to even make eye contact, but now they're like their heads are complete, like they're studying their feet. And the one that was talking to you is like, well, I guess we'll just be going now. It looks like you've got this under control.
I'll just look at him, like trying to stop from shaking, though, probably.
But they
Okay.
take that as anger, probably.
So, yeah, they both start to turn to head out, but I mean, they can't do that until after you because your turn's first. So,
You
But
locked them.
you can see that you've been successful there in convincing them to leave.
Yeah, I'll make a show of going back to repairing whatever I was repairing. Maybe realizing that the items I grabbed don't actually
Yeah,
repair anything.
You've got like one iron ingot in your hand and the other,
like a whetstone.
yeah.
Well, you could probably sharpen that eventually into a.
Right.
Just take forever.
Okay, anything else for your turn?
No, I think I'll wait until they clear out.
Okay.
I'll let the disguise run its course, though.
Was it?
It's 10 minutes a level. I don't know what. It's a level 1 spell.
Okay.
Was it a scroll?
Scroll of disguise self. Yeah.
So you're basically looking at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, then. Wait, so you're going to keep it on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, they both can't leave quickly enough, and there's just actually like a collision at the door, and it looks like they might even come to blows over it because they're trying to get out of here. But they do open the door and scurry out, close the door behind them. Yeah. So they're gone then. So you can hear their footsteps outside the hallway, but then they quickly fade away. And Casamir, so we're back to you now. All right, let me think for a second. Now I'm having to look at my notes. Anyway,
No.
your move. So you had this bugbear had cast that spell.
Mm-hmm. The double move away from them, 80 feet.
All right, so you're wanting to go down here. Yeah, so off you go, running back down towards the entrance, which Fenrith, you spot Casamir come like booking it around that corner, and he's
Yeah, I
taking
wanted
off
to
towards the
shout
bottom.
that or like call to him, ask him what's happening.
You might have been. Well, no, the wind wall probably would have stopped that. Being able to hear it.
Yeah, you'd be able to hear it once you're past it, which is when he would shout. So I mean, you do hear him shout that.
But I can't. I was talking about his spellcraft to hear the spell go off.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I can't say anything. I can only flee from the guy.
Does it look like he's got fear written across his face?
I don't know if it's an actual fear spell. It's just a command.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, I'm
trying
No.
to judge what I should do based on how you look now.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, his helmet, plus you're not getting a real good look at his face. You can just see him running really fast. So
Probably looks like he's going there with a purpose.
Yeah, probably.
Just a command spell.
yeah, it's like he's trying to make it to the bathroom.
Hmm.
But anyway, Fenrith, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'll call out to Rohan that Casamir is running, and seeing that you've encountered the barbed devil.
Yeah. You would have heard my scream in his face.
So I will cast divine power on myself.
Okay. So you cast divine power. You feel the strength of your god pouring into you.
Could you change the round count on that to 12?
Yeah. Well, are you guys level 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were 13. Okay, yeah.
Oh, then change it to 13.
No, too late.
Okay.
Yeah, so Graham, you receive before I forget, because I always do, a hero point for your usage of bluff. I put it in there already.
Thank you.
So yeah, Fenrith, you cast this spell, and divine strength pours into you.
And then I'll move up to here, because I want to get a look around that corner, and because I'm pretty sure I don't hear my blade barrier going either. So
Well, yeah,
I want
right,
to get a
so-
look and see what's coming too.
Yeah. So you pop up over here, and that's when you see the barbed devil slashing at Rohan. It's got its claws in his chest right now.
Hmm.
Which you guys have encountered these before very recently. So
Hey, if
think
you
that was yesterday.
if you make your reflex save, do you take no damage from spells that would normally have it, Justin?
I don't like that question, but yes.
Okay, I'm just wondering,
'Cause that means you're about to target me with something.
Well, not
Or an area
necessarily
effect that
target, but I was just thinking, I could probably do burning hands, and I mean, you'd probably save.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
not that bad.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
But
Yeah, survive, but
it is a devil, so you'd have to
Yeah, I know.
wonder, because it's resistance. You'd have to figure out if the burning hands would overcome that.
I was
yeah,
Let
I
me
mean you
take a look here real quick and make sure that, because I thought it was a free action for the burning hands. I'm not sure though.
well, no, it would be an attack, but you know for a fact that devils are immune to fire.
Yeah, but I could energy substitute it for acid.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But okay.
I see what it was. It's that I have unlimited use of it, pretty much.
Right.
Okay. All right. Then that will be my turn.
Okay. All right. So, Rohan, that brings us to you. So you've got Fenrith at your back, and you're not aware of anything else going on. You just have this enormous, spiked, barbed, hateful devil in your face slashing at you.
I think I don't have any more favorite enemies coming, but they would definitely be the next. So I'm going to be kind of focused on him as I step back and fire a volley of arrows at him. And as I step back, I'll tell Fenrith, there's someone down this passageway casting as well.
Okay.
Right, so
All right. So you step back and let loose with this volley. One of your arrows manages to stick into its skin. The rest glance off of it. So yeah, one of them gets through its armor. It's the thick devilish skin and sticks into him. I mean, the electrical effect doesn't seem to bother it.
Okay.
Or never mind. Sorry, that is your effect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does seem, it seems like it got zapped a little bit, but so yeah, you step back, fire those arrows, and then what do we got here? So you hear. No, you don't hear that yet.
And how tall is this passageway?
So the tunnel you're looking down, it's 15 feet for a good portion of it that you can see for now.
All right.
Okay. So let's see. No, you wouldn't. So I guess I don't know. Do you know when your spell has been dispelled if you're not in view of your spell?
I don't know.
We'll say you are for now. And so, Rohan, you feel, well,
Suppose if
it's not a constant.
Yeah, it's dismissible. So
Could you kind of infer there's some sort of active link? I mean, we're going outside of the scope of the rules.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
sort of,
Enough to let you know that
right.
your entangle has been dispelled, or it's been dismissed.
Okay.
So that was that. And now this barb devil will go. Yeah, so it's still got its focus on you, Rohan. Let me check here. Yeah, so you'll need to do you're gonna need to do a save. Will save, please, Rohan.
okay, we'll save. Ooh.
All right, yeah. So I mean, it's looking at you, but it doesn't step forward. It just points, and you can hear it casting a spell at you. Well, never mind. It just actually basically just points at you, and you now become paralyzed.
Okay.
You're aware, and you breathe normally, but you can't move or speak. So you'll get another attempt for a saving throw on your turn to see if you can break out of it. But this spell has you held still.
All right.
So put that on you, and that'll last for 12 rounds. And then you hear Rohan, and you also hear Fenrith, a female voice down the way shouting, and she's shouting in Goblin. So do either of you? I know, Rohan, you understand that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, so yeah, you do know that it is Goblin, but you can't understand the words, Fenrith. But Rohan, you hear her saying, "Form ranks and charge." She's screaming it. Form ranks and charge.
Good luck, Fenrith.
But you can't speak to Fenrith to warn him.
Yeah, I know.
We need to make those magic like mage hands constantly doing like sign language interpretation. So of anything that we know, like have some sort of telepathic link to it. So Rohan's would have like goblin sign, translating goblin.
I think I'm almost. No, I guess I don't have a telepathic link with the raven.
Lucky. I don't even have a familiar.
You have the cat.
It's not mine though.
Yeah.
Takes a day. I don't have a day.
True. Yeah, I'll have to get when we get that day, I'll get a familiar too.
Well, you got to have 100 gold pieces of components, which is also the other reason it's taken so long, because I've been gathering them.
Do you guys know what you'd pick?
Well, originally I was going to pick the cat, but I think in the modern era, I'd let Brandon choose one that he feels
One
is
that
more
appears.
fitting.
Yeah.
Potentially also allow for if he had some sort of idea of like a special one or the alternate, what is it, like improved familiar type stuff?
Yeah.
Which I don't have the feat for, I guess, but
You're going to go with the toad, Justin?
more constitution. Or are you just being snarky?
I was just thinking of his lack of hygiene or whatever that we've established. I mean, I guess he hasn't said any of that. We've all established it on his part. But
It's kind of been established by me. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it at the beginning.
oh, did he?
Yeah, that he was a loner and kind of more dirty, I guess. Like,
Okay.
Dirty loner.
So, Graham, you're alone in this room again, and you had heard the footsteps disappear down the hall. But give me a listen check in the tower. All right, so you hear those, their boots stomping fade away, but then you do hear a voice that you instantly recognize as that beholder. You recognize its voice. And he says there's no one in there, you lying, lazy idiot. Now go turn the hourglass back the way I had it. And then it continues and says, no, just you, and then you. That's where it trails off.
Time to find your hidey hole again.
Yeah. I'll reposition, maybe try to hide under one of these tables.
Are you going stabby mode or?
I might have to.
Flip the hourglass now.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
a
then the
good
bugbear
idea.
will come back in and flip it.
Uh,
I like that idea. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, so you're going to come hide over here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, give me a hide check in the tower. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it. I guess I could, no, we'll call it there. I won't ready an attack.
We need to get you the equivalent of a dungeon delving ghillie suit. Like, has like stone work or whatever, so you can go up against a wall.
Actually, I don't know. That'll give it away. Never mind.
But anyway, the reason you'd want that is because if you were camouflaged enough against like a wall, it doesn't matter if they see you or not now because you're still hiding,
Right.
right? It's not an illusion, so the anti-magic isn't going to mess with it. Just keep your eyes closed because it's always what gives away the ninjas.
I always wanted to play a rogue that somehow did that improbable paint themselves, like the background thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah. But just like a city rogue, so it'd be like in palaces stuff, and he'd come off a wall, and it'd be the same. But he could do it like really quick. Without the aid of magic, necessarily.
Think, what was it? Was it Adam's Family Values where Wednesday was doing that? Where like I think it was the babysitter was looking around, and you'd see Wednesday's eyes, kind of creepy.
Yep, that's a good movie.
Mm-hmm. They both are good.
Yeah,
man, Raul Julia, such a good freaking actor.
yes,
Even made the damn Street Fighter movie watchable.
yeah. Between him and Christopher Lloyd in those Addams Family movies, I mean that they're almost enough to carry it right there.
Mm-hmm. The entire cast was good.
Yeah,
Man, Christopher Lloyd, another great actor. Great Scott. I even liked him in Taxi, which I hated that show.
yeah.
All right, so Rohan, you do see some elven warriors charging down the way. These ones have the banded mail and the long swords with the light shields and the red angry eyes and the pointed filed teeth and the, black equipment with that sickly red glow to it. But a group of them are coming charging down the hallways. So the first three that you see have their swords drawn.
I'm kind of liking this image of them charging down the hallway and then Fenrith stepping around the corner and bathing them all in acid.
No. Well, also the fact that Fenrith is the size of a giant right now.
I thought he just had divine
Oh,
power.
yeah,
I thought it was
He's
righteous.
not righteous.
Okay.
John, which one is it that makes you big? Is it righteous might or
It's
divine
righteous might.
power? Okay.
Because right now I just have the strength enhancement.
Okay. Well, it's fantasy armor, so you can see his muscles.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first three had their swords drawn, but the three behind them have crossbows, really well-made light crossbows in their hands. So they pull up here, and those, two. First three have swords, and then the two behind them have crossbows. But they pull up here, and the ones with crossbows pull them up to take shots.
Okay. I'm flat-footed, so
Oh, you're worse than that.
You're an elf.
so are they.
Yeah, you might be.
I know. That's the
helpless,
joke.
right?
They're firing at you, Fenrith.
I'm invisible to elves.
Lord knows I've tried my best to ignore you. That's probably why he thinks he's invisible. His interactions with Casamir.
So his arrow, or the bolt, hits you and does 6 damage, Fenrith. It's almost a critical.
Mm.
And then that other one is shooting at you, Rohan.
Okay. I am helpless at the moment.
It's because he's standing next to me. And the fantasy armor muscles make him feel helpless.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a hit and does 1 damage to you. So it just like wings past your shoulder,
Me not moving
gouges
threw him
into it a
off.
little bit. Yeah. Well, and they were running. Okay, so Graham, once again, this door opens, and in marches a single bugbear this time. And it will try to see a spot. And what was your hide? Okay, so you rolled a 17 for your hide.
3s and 4s. I think that's a 1, though.
Yep, it was a 1. Plus 16.
I
All right,
try
so
to fail forward here.
so this bugbear comes in the room and starts moving up towards the hourglass. And then let me make a roll here. So give me a sense motive.
Hmm.
But it's a -2.
Yeah.
Okay. So the bugbear comes in and walks up to this hourglass and flips it over. And then he turns around and he does he gives like a satisfied nod and he says, "Now I'll leave, having set things right." And, you have seen no indication whatsoever that it sees you there. Okay, Casamir, your turn. So you have lost the compulsion to flee, and now you're back at the entrance here, and you look up and you see only that Rohan and Fenrith are right up at the corner there. You don't see any enemies, but you can tell that there's battle going on, and you can hear the sounds of crossbows and armor and, shouts or whatever.
Yeah. And did Fenrith actually shout something at me as I was going by?
Yeah,
Well, he
I
had-
asked what's happening.
Yeah.
All right. So I will. Yeah, I'll double move to there,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn. See if I can get around that or peek around that corner.
Yeah, you just can manage to see this barbed devil now. And you recognize that immediately. You've seen those before. Now, Fenrith, your turn.
All right, so now I will cast Righteous Might.
Okay. So even more holy power flows through you and you grow double your size. So let me fix that.
Yeah, it looks like that one is only lasting the one round too.
Yeah, I haven't said it yet. I'm trying to
Oh,
get
okay.
your size set up here.
But this pushed me back 5 feet.
Well,
I think you have a chance to get out of the way, which would put you 5 feet back or to the side. Same with Justin.
I don't have that option.
Oh yeah, your parents. So you just get squished.
Yeah.
yeah, so, that's what I'll say. Given where you were and what you're doing, you actually push Rohan out of the way.
Just
Now,
tips
this
over.
is the one where I had to change my base attack, though, right? Or no, that was Divine Power, because the base attack becomes my level.
Right. Okay, so let me set the duration to 12. And, yeah, Righteous Might is not the base. The other one is the base attack.
Yeah, the Divine Power one.
Yeah, so this is just that you grow and...
And that should be the turn.
Yeah, but actually now, because you're level 12, your damage reduction is better. Now it's 10. Okay, so that's set up. So yeah, so you grow in size and height and you push Rohan, but you're not really aware that he's paralyzed, so it's a shock to you when he just tumbles over.
They killed him.
No, you killed me.
He's one of them
Those
fainting
bastards.
goats.
Well, they shot
Yeah,
you with
fainting
the crossbow. Is that graze? It must have killed him.
Now, anything else for your turn?
No, that should be it. Because I know I have my movement, but, well, wonder if I should... No, I think that'll be it.
Okay. So now, Rohan, now you're prone and paralyzed. Let's get a will save from you. Let me check if there's any penalties to it. Yeah, so each round on its turn, the subject may attempt a new saving throw, which is a full round action that does not provoke attacks of opportunity. So there's no penalties, but go ahead and do your...
Would be fun if exercising your willpower provoked attacks, though. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
So you do manage to break free of this hold. And so once again, you're in control of your body and you can speak and think and all of that. But that was full round action. So
Yep, I'm out for this round.
Could you try to kip up? Stand up as a free action using tumble?
Is that a possibility?
I believe under tumble it is.
yeah, I think I saw that in there.
Why do I have a -1 to my tumble?
Well, I haven't taken the paralyzed off.
Oh, okay. Might have been something we just...
Okay.
I think there are feats and skill tricks that do that. I mean, I have one of the skill tricks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Anyway,
It's
so
all right.
that'll be your turn. And then, all right.
I think it might have been epic.
Yeah, it's 35.
Yeah. What was it? You got like what? 26 max? Unless you got skills in it, Justin.
I do not have skills in it.
So like 26.
I think with my armor check penalty,
Oh yeah, armor check.
it's like 22.
Nope. Can't blame me for trying.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of classes that get it too. Like I think Ninja is one of them. Ninja also always takes a 10. They're on their move silently, constantly. They're very, very sneaky.
So, Casamir and Fenrith, you can see and hear now this bugbear cleric has moved down. Yeah. Well,
Mm,
no. Well, I guess corner to corner.
I think the outcropping
Yeah.
is what screws them on it. Because I seem to remember like tacking around corners and that type of stuff gets kind of...
Yeah. That probably gets in your way. But at any rate, Fenrith and Casamir, you see this bugbear come down around the corner here. And he's going to cast a spell. Yeah, so he will cast a spell which does provoke. And you still can't reach him from there. But Fenrith, he's casting it at you. So, but you make the save. So it doesn't have any effect on you.
Can I spellcraft to see what that was? Or do I know what it was?
Yeah, go ahead. That was bestow curse.
That bastard. I'll tell him that I haven't once cursed one of you fools. And you're going to come at me like that?
That's just low, buddy. What about
I thought
that?
this was a friendly other plane raid. I didn't know that we were serious about this.
Jeez. See if we ever come to your minds again.
All right. So now the devil, the barb devil here. Let's see. So he's going to... Yeah. So this spell will hit all three of you. And you'll need to make will saves. Okay. So just like from the ground, this cold miasma starts... It's like this greasy miasma starts to just appear at your feet and rise through the air. It's like it doesn't hamper vision or anything, but this feeling of freezing cold, but really oily, greasy material like shadows starts rising up. Now you guys are all good, right? Is anybody neutral?
I'm neutral on the law chaos side, but I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm also neutral good.
Awful good, good. All right, so here's the damage.
Wait, my alignment just says neutral. Makes sense.
Are you true neutral?
Yes.
Okay, so... Oh, it's still a fix. It's good and neutral, so you're not saved.
My moral lacking did not save me this time.
Can't win them all. Oh, fun.
All right, so this miasma starts washing over you, and you all made your save, so you take half damage here. So let me put that in half. So essentially 20 damage to each of you from this miasma. It has a sicken effect to it as well, but you all made your save, and so you're not affected by that. So 20 damage from that. Let's see. You can actually see that this has affected that bugbear as well. As this miasma is coming up over him, and you can just tell by the look on its face and the color of its the skin that you can see. taken on this sickly sheen to it. So it's taken damage from it as well. But that was its turn. So that spreads throughout that area, but it just has an effect on cast. So it's already starting to dissipate.
Okay.
Now, Graham, back to you.
So I'll try to get the bugbear's attention. Psst, over here.
That works. Like it looks over at you, but
A hiss. You fool. Act natural. Walk towards the table.
okay. Do another sense motive.
The beholder. He's not who he says he is.
Graham's not the right person to have a battle of wits.
Well, he is in this case. Like you can see that he's trying to pretend like he doesn't know, but you look at his face and you can tell right away that he knows you're not what you pretend to be. And he was trying to act as though he didn't know you were there. But when you did it was way too quick that he looked right at you. So he gave himself away. But you can see in his face now that he's not buying it anymore. And his hand's reaching for his morning star.
Well, I'll reach for that iron bands of binding sphere. So I'll retrieve that from my pack.
Oh, right. Hang on. Let's go back in time a second to just before you took your turn. A pulse bursts out of this hourglass and washes over everybody. Now, you can tell that a pulse went off, Graham, but it has no effect on you. But Rohan and Fenrith and Casamir will need to do a fort save. Fort save, please.
Not too bad.
Oh.
Quite a few fours.
Yeah, so this wave washes over you once again, and this time, Casamir, you can feel the magic turned off. And interestingly enough for all of you, you noticed that the pulse seemed less strong than you remembered from a few minutes ago. Now, speed time up to Graham. Go ahead.
Yeah, so since we have to play honest here, I'll pull that iron sphere of or iron bands of binding and I'll chuck it at him.
All right.
It's a
so
ranged touch.
Okay.
Critical done it.
So you hit.
Wow.
So it just, he's pinned effectively. You can try to break out of it with a DC 30 strength check or DC 30 escape artist.
Yeah, so this iron ball, you fling it right at him, and then just before it smacks him in the chest, it flares open and these bands wrap around him and pull his arms tight to his sides. And he's like too dumbfounded to even protest, and just a pathetic comes out of his mouth.
Unfortunately, rogues are like those undead that have to count salt or rice grains, except you have to now make a pinned creature into that number so just cut them. Just start cutting. 1 cut, 2 cut.
That's it for me.
It seems like the kind of situation where Bluntooth would just start like mentally salivating. Oh, get him.
Okay, so that bugbear is pinned, and that's the end of your turn. So now we're back to these elves. And, as I had described when you first encountered them, there's nothing but hatred on their face. And these ones with the long swords, you can see the magical aura to them, little flecks of lightning arcing off of them as they move in to attack. So this one will rush forward to attack you, Rohan. And
can I take my attack of opportunity when he gets to that barbed devil?
Yeah.
And Fenrith, thank God for your plus 16 fort save.
All right, so as he goes charging up, you slice at him with your massive long sword and deal a good amount of damage to him. Like you slice into his shoulder really good, but he's still, in fighting shape. And so, Rohan.
So now I'm prone but not paralyzed, right?
Right. Did I take that off of there? Yeah. Still prone, not paralyzed, and it will come up with this long sword and attack you. So he's hit you with this long sword, and he'll do 11 damage.
Okay.
Look something up real quick. Yeah, so as he does that, he also shouts out behind him, bring the big one down.
No.
In that odd elven dialect that they speak with. And that's his turn. And so this one moves up right behind the barbed devil there, but doesn't seem to be doing anything. This one moves up to attack you, Fenrith. And so you would get an attack, but you already took that, right?
Yeah, I already used it.
So it will attack you, but it's missed, so it just clings off your shield, your floating shield there. Now, these two with the crossbows, they take aim at you. And you can see that sickly red magical glow around these crossbows as well. So a couple of bolts come your way, both of them ineffective, clanging off your armor. This one 5 foot up and also takes aim at you. So 2 more bolts, but also these ones can't get through your armor either. So, but they're shooting at you. So this bugbear is going to try to break out of these with a strength check, because what else could he do, you know?
I think the wording's a little unfamiliar to me, but since I think they might be using like Pathfinder wording,
Oh, okay.
where they say you can do a DC 30 combat maneuver check. I am guessing that's grapple check.
Yeah, it is.
So
That's
yeah,
what
that
they
would
mean.
be his option.
Okay. Or an escape artist. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it will try its grapple then, but it is not successful at all. So it's like struggling, but it's, completely ineffective. And he also starts screaming, like really loud. As it turns out, large people like bugbears can scream really loud. So
This
right
also,
now it's like echoing through the room, but when they've opened that door, you can see that it's pretty sturdy stone door. But even so, you remember that you had heard
Right.
the
their
conversation
movements,
out there, so it is screaming.
but that also causes Bloodtooth to salivate more.
Okay, so Casamir, that brings us to you now. So you've felt this, or wait, one more. Keep forgetting. So another pulse goes out. That doesn't affect you, Graham, but Fenrith and Rohan will need to give me fortitude saves, please.
I'm going to use a hero point for that.
Okay?
And a 1. Let's see.
All right.
Okay.
So this pulse washes over you both, but once again, you feel that brief, tug at your connection to magic, but it disappears and you still have access to it. Casamir, your turn.
I will say to Fenrith that in my current state, I'll be useless against the devil, so I'll focus on the cleric, and without waiting for him to acknowledge
I'll
whether or
nod
not
my
he heard.
massive head.
Before he does that, I go to the cleric and I'll attempt a trip attack on him.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so you move up to him.
I believe that would also trigger a attack opportunity if the cleric wanted to take that.
For who?
For me, because I move through there first, which is in his threatened range, and then I took another 5 foot over. So
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, he won't take it.
all right. So am I targeting him?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So trip attack. So this is touch.
Okay. Let me check his thing slowed down here on this system.
Will that -2 strength work on this, or am I going to have to minus it
Um,
from the magic being shut off?
yeah, for strength you'll have to.
Okay.
It'll take it out of your. It lowered your attack roll,
But not any. Okay.
but like for damage it won't. So, but your success, you hit him with your touch attack.
All right. So his strength or dex versus my strength or dex, I'm going to have a +4. So I'm going to have a +1 to it
Okay.
in total. So, oh, come on.
All right. So you got a 14. He got a 10.
Oh, okay. So I'll take my immediate attack.
Okay, let me prone him. Okay, so he's prone now. So you go over there and knock his feet out from under him.
Okay, so this should minus it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to double click that again. There it goes.
Yeah, I think this system's stuttering a bit. All right, so even, okay.
Okay.
So plus 12, so that seems right.
Yeah, because it would be at plus 17 normally.
And then he's prone, but yeah. So it's a miss.
Okay, so that's my turn.
But he is down on the ground. And then Fenrith, it's your turn now.
Okay.
Getting to the point where I'm going to have to start making myself large if I want to keep
All right.
tripping.
So I will start with this one that's next to Rohan.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so you're attacking the elf right in front of you.
No, I'm attacking the one that's near
Oh,
Rohan.
number 6. Okay. Yeah, so you take 3 swings and 2 of them hit. So go ahead and roll damage there. So 26 damage and 17 damage.
And then I'll take my hasted attack against it as well.
Lots of 24s.
It's ridiculous how low I've been rolling on that.
Yeah. It's 2 2s and a 4.
All right. So another 23 damage to that one. So you've sliced him up pretty good. I mean, he's still standing and snarling with hatred, but he's definitely taken a lot of damage.
Okay. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right.
Just even reminded me, and I forgot to set my dodge.
Rohan.
All right. So provoke attack of opportunity as I stand up.
So that's a move action, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he swipes at you with his sword, but and he does still hit. So
That shouldn't hit unless
You're considered prone until
I'm standing.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
how attacks opportunity work. That's why I can't trip lock something.
Okay. Yeah.
So he'll do 12 damage to you as you're standing up.
Okay.
But now you are standing.
All right. And I will target the savage elf directly in front of me and do my many shot.
Okay. So go ahead.
I wasn't planning on targeting the barb devil. Sorry.
Okay, let me move it to. So that's a hit.
Okay. Then 2 arrows hitting him.
Let me check.
Guy's absorbed a lot of damage. Like 70 from.
Oh, right. So you have a feat to not provoke attacks when firing in melee like that?
No, it would provoke. Although any normal attacks of opportunity would have been used when I stood up.
Well, he's got more than one.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he'd get another attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And so would the savage elf just to his south. Savage elf is at 7.
True enough. Where? Yeah, I didn't take the one from him for you standing up. That's right. Well, so that'll be, ignore that. So actually what we'll have is this one will take it against you. But now you're not prone.
Yeah, I don't know why that would have hit.
So a 15 should not be hitting you, right?
No. I should have a 21. I don't know why it's showing me it's 15.
Oh, weird.
It's like it's not counting my armor.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. It's not counting your armor at all. All right, so that's a miss. The one that you shot, he would get another one, but he's not going to take it. When you see him after you shoot him, he's got one of those arrows sticking all the way through his throat. He's surprisingly still standing, and his eyes are still focused. But
Okay, my armor's back on. For some reason in my inventory, it clicked it from equipped to just in my bag.
yeah, gotcha. Okay, so that's fixed.
So it's like any true action RPG then, or when you accidentally unequip your armor going into a fight.
Yeah,
all right. So you had shot him with 2 arrows. Anything else for your turn?
that's all I can do.
All right. So this cleric will stand up, Casamir.
All right, I'll take my attack opportunity.
Okay, that's a hit.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so you do 12 damage to him. It's a pretty good hit. You can see he's looking pretty beat up, snot coming out of his nose and everything. more than normal.
You're a cleric. Have some dignity.
As a matter of fact, rather than dignity, he's going to run away. I mean, it's a move action, not a withdraw.
You don't have a combat reflex, no.
But he makes it to there, and you can see him trailing blood behind him as he's reaching like towards his belt or something.
I'll start doing the director's like sizing up.
Yeah.
That's a perfect distance for a charge right there.
All right. Then, let's see. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Yeah, like still doing decent damage, even unmagicked.
Yeah. Did you have combat expertise on that, or
No,
not combat expertise, power attack?
no. Right now I'm getting to that point where my attack bonus is just barely cutting it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, wizard levels don't add too much to that.
nah. But I figure with the, like, you know, depending on how long we're playing this, or 9 levels of fighter to 20 will probably take care of that.
Yeah. So you're not taking wizard up anymore after this?
Wizard
or-
to 11, fighter to 9.
And what are you at right now?
I'm at 8 wizard, 4 fighter.
And I'll go the other way. I did ranger to 11, and now I'll do wizard to 9.
Yeah. And then it's one of those where it all just depends. But after 20, you kind of want to start thinking about having some sort of divine levels too, for godhood, which we've never even come within like the event horizon of.
Yeah. Just how long the combats take when you're level 15, 16. Like, I can't imagine. Like, it would take 3 or 4 game sessions to finish a full combat at that higher level.
I almost wonder if that's why they like technically sped most stuff up with godhood.
Yeah.
Because you're just rolling to see if you crit or not, because most gods negate 1s and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm thinking post 20, start getting wisdom up. So, and then maybe take on a divine casting class for a couple levels, just enough to completely bork all my experience gain.
Well, we got to survive this combat first.
I'm not the ranger that's in the front line, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah. And these are not the same old cannon fodder elves that we've fought before.
Oh, at this level, if it has any sort of fighter ranks or barbarian or anything like that, like, they're going to be pretty beefy.
Yeah.
What I need to do is I need to figure out how to convert that Wujin spell over to wizard. Talk Brandon to let me do that.
Which one was the Wujin spell?
The one that lets you get to colossal size.
Oh, yeah.
Cast that on John. Because, like, I forget, I think it's a fairly high level spell, but at lower caster levels, it goes to, like, huge and then all the way up the size path. But him at colossal size with that sword would be rolling some serious damage.
Yeah.
Not that he could be colossal inside these mines, but...
Well, certain parts of it he could.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be funny to watch him try and wriggle his way through some of these tunnels.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It makes me mad that enlarged person is kind of nerfed because it's such a low-level spell. You're not actually getting the bonuses of being large.
Yeah. Although it can be a good intimidation factor if you play it right.
Well, the strength is a good bonus, but that constitution score that they leave out increase is just really tasty. But yeah, that's going to have to be my next thing because that'd give me another +4 to trip as well as a +4 to strength.
They have these giant otter pups. They're like 2 feet long. It's like a club when it's frozen, though.
Now, are those the adult ones that are actually like margaritas?
No, they're actually just the popsicle. But
Yeah.
like if you drink it when it's just chilled rather than frozen, it's like a same amount of drink that's in a juice box.
Yeah.
What flavor?
They have like orange, lime, grape, strawberry, and cherry, I think.
Yeah.
Are they actual flavors, like fruit flavors, or are they just color flavors?
Color
No,
flavors.
they're actual fruit ones.
No.
Because like real Otter Pops, I mean, you've got blue flavor, you've got pink flavor, you've got yellow flavor, and you've got green flavor. You don't really have lemon lime. And,
Yeah, it's like Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
They taste
Versus-
orangey. I don't know. I've
Versus-
only eaten the orange one.
You got the Fruit Loops, which is like blue flavor, green flavor. But then you got the generic Fruit Loops, which is everything just tastes like you've taken a bite of the entire thing.
Okay, Fenrith, well, you took an attack of opportunity.
I haven't this round.
That's right. So you can see that Barb Devil is using a spell-like ability, which would provoke an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
Okay, I will take it.
Okay, so it's a hit. All right, so
Damage
yeah,
is just
chop into him for some good damage there. Let's see, I think something happens to you. No.
This otter pup is as long as my keyboard.
All right, yeah, so you chop into it. Nevertheless, its spell is successful and it disappears from in front of you.
Better spellcraft that.
If I remember right, last time they were using greater teleport.
Just in case it's invisibility.
I wonder, didn't one of them flee from us last time?
It reappears down here.
Okay, there we go.
Graham, back to you. So it's screaming. You've got this bugbear trapped in the iron bands, but it's screaming its head off.
Well, I'll run up and flip the hourglass over.
Okay. All right. So you go up, flip that hourglass over, and the sands, the grains start working their way back the other direction. And one of them's starting to fall. Anything else for your turn?
That's all my actions.
All right. So I'll do it. All right. So as you flip that hourglass back over, the grain is falling. You just so happen to be looking in the right direction, and you hear a meow, and you spot the cat strolling out from underneath this table on the left side of the room here. And you recognize it as your guys' cat right away.
Jump scare cat.
No.
Now, how it got there, I mean,
Omen?
you guys have given up trying to determine where it goes or how it gets there, but
When did the cat make an appearance? Because I might have to sacrifice my hourglass flipping to reach down and pet the Omen, the cat.
after you flip it.
Okay.
So that's it for your turn?
Yep.
It's a good thing that compulsion only works with that cat
Right. Not all cats.
or all furry animals.
Maybe in the alternate universe where Graham is the ranger,
He
he has to
pet
do
every
it to
animal.
all furry.
Okay, so Graham, as your turn ends, a grain of sand falls downward and a pulse is sent out that washes over you three, having no effect except for with Casamir, who feels the return of his magic.
It's like a little kid in a light switch. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off.
Or those people that think turning the volume up and down on a stereo is cool.
Oh,
All right, so this elf that had been attacking you, Rohan, the one right in front of you, he moves away. He's like limping away.
is he disengaging?
No, so he would provoke from you. And you,
Well-
Fenrith, if you had one left.
I
Not
already
for me.
used mine.
Yeah, and my bow doesn't provoke.
Okay.
I think
You
there's a
could
feat I
stab
can
him
get
with
that-
an arrow.
Yeah, so you see him, he's moving away, obviously in a lot of pain, but he's reaching towards a pouch on his belt.
I drankin'.
Let's see if I can get myself clear of this battle this round.
But this one down here moves up to here, which would, well, yeah, you don't provoke. But he is following the orders of that one who just retreated, so his efforts are on Fenrith.
Yeah, I'll even say more food for the fire.
So he comes up with his sword slashing at Fenrith, and it doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that isn't.
Did your armor get turned off too?
It doesn't look like it's giving me the +4 natural armor.
Okay.
Let me check the other one, or the inventory.
No, your inventory's fine. So I'll put it on your sheet for now. sure why it's doing that, but at any rate. So it'd be a miss. And this other one will do a full attack on you as well. Both of those attacks miss as well. So it's like between your armor and your animated shield, they just aren't able to do any damage to you. And now we've got the crossbowman, basically just checking for criticals now. One of the bolts does manage to find a chink in your armor and do some damage to you. So that one will do 4 damage to you, which is resisted by your damage reduction. Now we've got Bugbear's going to try and break out again with his grapple check, which he actually could make. So I guess we'll try it. But he gets a 1. So he's not having any success there, but he's still screaming. So, Casamir,
All right.
you feel the magic return to you, and it's your turn.
I'm going to charge the bugbear,
Okay?
and I will make an attack. This will be a trip with a +2 to it. So 30 touch.
Yeah, that's successful.
And then his strength or dex.
I don't know if I want to meet the thing that a 30 touch doesn't hit.
All right, so you're successful there, too. So you get him on the ground. So he's prone now. So you get your attack.
I will -2 to my attack, which is countered by the charge. So just normal attack, I guess. -0. And I will add the 2 to my damage if I hit.
Okay.
Go. Oh, always low. Oh, well.
Wait. Oh, that still says it hit.
Okay.
Let me check that real quick because that doesn't sound right to me. They've got a pretty high AC. So he's prone. But yeah, we'll go with it. That'd be a hit. Yeah, I see what they're doing.
Okay. So +4 damage.
It's still a lot of damage.
And that's my turn.
Oh, I see what had happened. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Would it have negated the...
Yeah, look at all of that.
John's bonuses.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 19 damage is what you rolled?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you trip him and then stab him in the upper chest as he lay on the ground. And that's a grievous wound for him. He's not dead yet. I mean, he's still fighting, but he looks nearly dead for sure. And Fenrith, that'll bring us to you.
All right. I will start to attack 24. Well, is 7 hurt at all?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
To
I'll
you.
attack 24. We'll go with a full attack.
I mean, none of those two in front of you were hurt, so. All right. Yeah, so you start slicing away with your sword. You've got, a miss, and then a hit, and then a critical threat, a critical hit. So 2 hits and a critical hit. So 43 damage, 21 damage, and 20 damage against this guy. 24. Find him.
Is in a low voice as I'm hacking away at him, I'll just be saying, "Yes, yes."
Yeah, that does it. Like you're slicing giant chunks off of him. His arm goes flying back behind him, and then he cleave his head right in 2 with that critical hit. So he's dead. Let me get a...
They have the exploding armor?
And then
I
that
think
will
they
end
just
my
haven't
turn.
been exploding. I don't think they exploded since we've gotten down in here, have they? It was only up above.
Yeah.
I think
I'm trying to remember if we fought any of the weird ones.
'Cause when his head explodes, I'll also start laughing.
remember, he's lawful good.
Yes.
And so that means whatever he does is good, and whatever he says is the law. Right? Is that how we did it?
Yep.
He was the creator.
Brandon, does that sound right to you?
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Sounds brilliant. Unassailable logic. Right, so that one's dead. And Fenrith, that's anything else for your turn? Okay, you're done. You had a chance to... No, I'm just kidding. Rohan.
All right.
So, for whatever reason, the pulse returned, but didn't seem to have any effect on you. Who knows when the next one will come, but you are pretty damaged. Luckily, Fenrith has just gone ham on that guy that was in front of you and splattered blood everywhere.
Yep. Thank you, Fenrith. So I'm going to take my 5-foot step back.
There's not really 5 feet here.
Just do what I do, Justin.
What's that?
Go into the rock wall.
Yeah, you'd have
Well,
to. What's the rules for squeak?
In that case, can I do a 5-foot fly with my armor?
You can't because you're going up,
Yeah.
right? I don't. Was it you?
Yeah.
Like I'd say you could if you were going down. We'd have to. I'm gonna go look at it, I guess.
So you can fly at a speed of 60 feet, but what's your maneuverability?
It says you ascend at half speed, descend at double.
Okay.
So
So if I have 60-foot fly, that would actually be half speed would still be my normal speed.
but you
Yeah.
wouldn't. What I'm saying is you wouldn't be. Well, I guess I'm going off of the assumption that it would be like going over rough terrain. So it's not a 5-foot up. It'd actually technically be a 10-foot up is what I'm going with. I guess that could be wrong on that.
Okay.
So I guess I'd be able to Brandon on that.
Well, at any rate, have to look up what the good maneuverability means, because I think you can't decide where you're stopping.
Can I 5-foot into there?
I believe with good, he has the ability to hover.
Is good the one that gives
Yeah.
you that? Yeah, you can 5 foot to there. There's room there.
Yeah, 5-foot out of Savage Elf 7's threatened area. Still targeting Savage Elf 16. I'll begin my attack, and I'm going to do the multi-shot, but I'll do them kind of one at a time, because if I kill him, I don't want to keep firing at him. So there's the first attack.
Okay.
So there's the damage for that one.
Yeah, so that arrow puts him down. So he's like reaching in his at his waist for something, and that arrow takes him back of the head, and he falls forward, and you can hear the clink of a glass vial rolling away from his hand.
Okay. So then I will switch from him.
Does one of the archers cry out as that was her lover?
No, unfortunately,
No.
that doesn't happen right now.
You have an opportunity though, Fenrith. Quick.
He was mine. All right, so yeah, I'll switch to Savage Elf 19 then with an extra -2.
Okay. So that's a hit.
My next 2 shots.
All right. So both
There.
of those hit.
Ooh.
Critical
we
hit.
better call it after that, or else Justin's luck is all gone.
Yeah.
Well, first we got to make sure we're out of the area of effect of this railgun going off.
All right, so there's the critical,
Jesus.
and then the other 2 hits.
All right. Yeah. So these arrows just, start sticking this up. These are all,
All lightning arrows, yeah.
yeah. So these arrows just start breaking through this guy's armor, blood splattering everywhere. And you can hear the sharp intake of breath and whatnot. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's all I'm going to do this time.
Okay. Okay. Casamir, this bugbear is going to struggle to his feet.
All right, I'll take my attack opportunity. Yeah, that should.
Yeah, it's a hit.
All right.
Yeah, so he's like struggling to his feet, and you just, stab him really good. You can feel the spine severing, and then he just falls face first on the ground, dead.
All right.
That's his.
Oh yeah, it's not my turn. It's attack opportunity.
It's okay, little brother. There are more. It's a new button.
Gotta click it.
Okay.
I don't see any effect, though.
All right, so this Barb Devil is going to charge you, Fenrith. Actually, hang on. Yeah, it's going to charge you.
All right, would that provoke?
Yep.
As he's passing through.
So, hit. Yeah, so it comes charging forward, all sharp teeth and spines and barbs, and you slice into him, and then it attacks you and hits you for 16 damage, and you'll need to make a will save, please.
Oh, no.
Oh, you got a hero point left, man?
Nope.
I don't think he's, I think he's out.
Oh, well, that's a fail.
Okay, so you,
Implode.
yeah, so you're panicked, and a panicked creature begins cowering.
Oh,
So just fear. You're just overcome with terror.
it's like the elephant scared of the mouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long will that last?
till the end of your life.
At least that's what it feels like for fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so you're panicked. So you're overcome with terror, and so you just cower there. So that's what happens when it attacks you, slashes into you with its claws, and we'll call it good for his turn there. Now, the cat, Graham, walks over calmly, as cats do in their way, and hops up on this dais where the hourglass is, and she looks at you and then very deliberately pushes it off of the dais.
Oh man, damn cats.
If you want to save it, you can make a reflex in the tower. But it's so surprising is this maneuver that it'll be a pretty high DC.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give it a shot. My reflexes are outside of my control, so they fire off anyways.
All right. So yeah, just as a natural reaction, you see this hourglass. The cat pushes this hourglass off, and it's tumbling towards the stone floor, and you perform a almost flawless quick reflex maneuver, and it's almost flawless, but it was a second too late. And this hourglass lands on the stone floor, and although, it's glass surrounded by wood, somehow it still manages to perfectly clip the corner of the dais where it meets the floor and shatter the glass, and sand, sprays across the floor. And then the cat, as if it had not done such a thing, just as calmly grooming herself. But it's your turn now.
Dang it, cat. Now I'm going to have to kill.
This bugbear.
No, actually, I'll move towards the stone door into this room and retrieve a scroll from my pouch.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. So, Fenrith, this elf that remains here fighting you is going to 5 foot over here to the space that Rohan just vacated and attack you again. Full attack with its long sword, but his attacks miss, her attacks. Her attacks miss, even with the flanking that they've got there. Her weapon just can't get past your shield or your armor. So one of those attacks almost did, but no damage to you. Now, this crossbowman here is going to change his target to you, Rohan, and send a couple of bolts screaming towards you.
Bow battle.
So what is your AC?
21.
Okay, so we got a couple of hits there. So we've got 2 damage and 8 damage from his light crossbow. And then this other one is taking a bit of damage. Is going to you see this one pull a potion out from somewhere in its belt and drink it.
The only time an enemy drinking a potion hurts more is if you know it's actually coming out of their inventory, like in a game.
Yeah.
Right? That's something that you just lost.
Yep. Although in our case, Graham would have sipped it like a juice box anyway.
He's not here right now.
True. Which means we don't have our healer.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, so that one drinks a potion. So this bugbear in the room with Graham is gonna try to get free again. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
It is successful. Wow.
Oh,
So-
he just got it too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
perfect. Yeah, so we'll, so that destroys it.
Hmm.
So that destroys the iron bands of binding and removes its pinned. Now, back to Casamir. So this bugbear cleric has been slain, and you can see there's like a branch right next to you, and then a little ways ahead another one, but the track continues on to the north.
Okay.
You can see some light up there, some sort of pulsing light.
Well, right now I'm more concerned about this devil.
All right.
So
1 second, since Graham's back. Graham, the bugbear actually managed to break out of the iron bands of binding.
Okay.
So it got exactly what it needed, and that destroys that item.
Right.
And so that's what happened in that room. Now, Casamir, go ahead.
So I'm going to attempt to cast displacement on myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did it not roll the percentage?
There we go.
So it goes off. Does it put it on me?
Yeah, I put it on you.
Okay. And it looks like it's at the correct duration. And then I'm going to move. We'll make it here, actually, so that way I don't provoke up to the devil. And that will be my turn.
Okay. All right. So, Fenrith, there is not anything in the description that leads me to believe you get more saves as time goes on.
No, I would just take full defense and cower here.
Yeah,
So that's what I will do. So I don't know how to add that, though.
that's okay. I'll take care of it.
All right. Oh, can I add screaming? Like a panic screaming?
So, actually, a more in-depth description here. You drop. Okay, so we've got a
But yeah, I
discrepancy.
figure I drop my sword, I put my hands over my head, kind of crouch down, and then just start screaming.
Depending on the description, you might not even be able to do that.
So
And
you begin cowering if you're cornered, but you're not. So you actually flee. So what we'll do, we'll look at the actual description of panic. You drop anything you hold and flee at top speed from the source of your fear, as well as any other dangers you encounter along a random path, and you can't take any other actions. In addition, you take a -2 penalty on all saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. If cornered, you cower. A panic creature can use special abilities, including spells, to flee.
I don't
Indeed,
have any spells.
you
to
must
flee,
use
though.
such means if they're the only way to escape. So that's what you got to do. You got to flee. You got to run away.
Which way do you want me to go?
The
Because it's random, so...
yeah, but it's got to be away, and so I think
Down the direction of the elves.
that's the only way you can go. Well, I'll just that's the only way you're going to be able to go.
Because, yeah, so 80 times 5 distance, unless I
Right.
hit a brick wall.
Mm.
Well, to run, I think you have to have a straight line.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's a double move.
Straight-ish.
You'd have a double move.
And it'd be ×4 too, right? Unless you got the feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, but he
as
can't
I'm
run.
large,
Yeah.
I'm like a horse.
You can't run
So-
right now. The best you can do is a double move.
It's the extra legs that give the horse.
Well,
The
yeah,
times
I
5.
just get down on all fours. though.
Okay. That makes sense.
Let's see if these
I'm
elves
an
try
armored
and
horse.
impede his progress.
Yeah. Well, he's double moving, so he's not charging.
Yeah, but he has to move through their space in certain
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously they're going to take those attacks, but it doesn't. This doesn't, as near as I can see, doesn't reduce his armor at all, his AC. So yeah, so you'll be going.
Because they can try and block his path to keep him from moving through their space, right?
Mhm.
So this guy. All right, let me.
Forgot to dodge again. Not that it matters too much, though. Illusions are the wet paper bag of D&D.
So you can get to there, Fenrith.
All right.
So there would be the devil and the elf would get an attack of opportunity. And let me roll those now. So the elf would miss you with its attack, but the devil hits you and does 9 damage to you. So that's where you make it. Now, Rohan. So you guys, that's what you've witnessed is Fenrith's like, I'm out of here, and just takes off.
All right, so I'll take one move action to fly to the top of the cavern and move to there. So I'll be kind of 15 feet up in the center of the cavern.
Okay.
And then, let's see here. How far away is that savage? She's the one that's been casting at us, but no, I guess I'll target the devil. Is that metagaming?
What?
Targeting the devil after Fenrith flees?
It's a devil.
No.
Okay.
I mean, if it was maybe a
I mean, it's obviously the greatest threat you're
Yeah.
facing.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and then do my many shot. He's within 30 feet, so point blank. So 2 arrows hit. And that's my turn.
Okay, so yeah, you send a couple arrows in at that devil that pierce its flesh, which brings us to the devil.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think
We're
This
meeting
is-
the devil at these crossroads.
this is where we have to stop for the day. It's 1:00.
Okay.
all right, man.
So I think we'll call it good here with the devil's turn next time we start up. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for the game,
Thank you,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah, you bet.
Uh,
Yeah, this is a hard fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
We'll see you next week, John.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Bye.
See you.
This has been a Death Watch production. Thank you for listening.